Hey everyone, Shane here with eTrailer.com. Today I have a 2017 Chevrolet Silverado 2500. I'm going to walk through how to install the Sylvania LED headlights. These are going to be great for your headlights or your fog lights. So if you're looking to upgrade from the standard incandescent bulb, these are a great option. The incandescent bulbs tend to be a yellowish color. With being a yellowish color, your sight distance is not as far. The side coverage also, where the light shines off to the side of the road, is also minimal. It can make it dangerous. Are they easy replacements? Yes, you can find them anywhere. However, when you go to an LED light like this, it makes everything much brighter. It's more of a white light, so it's going to give you a lot farther sight distance up the road, especially on a dark road that doesn't have street lights on it, and off to the side of the road. So, for instance, if you live in an area where there are a lot of deer or a lot of wildlife, I'm going down a back road. I've had it happen to me. You get something that shoots across the road in front of you. Those yellow lights you can't see as far. Well, they don't. You know, sometimes you can see them coming up the road. With these white lights, you can see them plenty of ways down the road, give you plenty of time to slow down so you keep your family or your passengers safe. So before we get into the installation, I have the passenger side already in. What I want to do is I want to compare it to the factory lights that are already in here so you can see a difference between the two lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lights on so you can see the difference in how bright the LED light is compared to the incandescent bulb from the factory. So as you can see the difference between our new lights to our old ones. These are a factory incandescent bulb. They kind of have a yellowish color. It makes it a little bit more difficult to see at night. And it doesn't go out as far. If you look at the LED light, you can see the beam is white. It's going to be much more clear on the road, and you can see how much wider it gets. We're talking a good 15 feet out to the side. So that's really going to help when going down a dark road, seeing off the side of the road. Where our incandescent bulb, if I step out of the way here, it gets really dim out here, so it's going to make it really hard to see. This is what our LED light is actually going to look like. This is going to be a 13-watt light, aluminum housing, so we don't have to worry about any corrosion. It's got a fan on the back. Built-in fan, 10,000 RPMs. So what that's going to do is going to dissipate heat. With LEDs, they last a lot longer than your incandescent bulbs anyway. Having that 10,000 RPM fan dissipating heat or pulling heat away from the light is going to extend the life even further. 6,000 kelvins. So kelvins is the brightness of the light, or the white of the light. 6,000 kelvins is almost a pure white. So as I mentioned before, being white, you're going to see a lot farther, not only straight out in front of you, but also off to the sides. So it's going to make you and your family and your passengers a lot safer. The installation process is going to be a direct replacement for your factory lights. So you simply remove your old one, twist this one into place, and plug it directly into your factory wiring. So you're not going to have to do any cutting or splicing or anything like that to get these installed. As far as the installation process, it's really not that difficult to put them in. It's pretty simple. You can do it in your driveway, you can do it in your garage, a few simple tools, and it takes a very short amount of time to get both sides put in. One thing I will stress is make sure you put your vehicle in the fit guide to get the correct light bulbs for your vehicle, whether it's high beams, low beams, or fog lights. If this is something that you may not have the time or space to do, you can always check out our dealer locator and find someone near you that can put them in. I will ask, leave a comment, leave a review, even a question. Let us know what you think of them. Let us know how we're doing. That's not only going to make us better for you, but maybe we can answer a question for you, help you with an installation, or maybe even help a neighbor that hasn't asked the question yet. Make it a little bit easier for them to get them installed. And even talking about the lights, if we're missing something, if you're looking for something that maybe we haven't answered on, make sure you let us know in the comments. Now that we've gone over some of the features, if this is something you're wanting to install yourself, follow along with me and I'll walk through how to do it now. To start your installation, we need to remove this plastic panel. Over the top here, you're going to have several push pin fasteners from one side to the other. There's going to be a little slot. You can take a flathead screwdriver or trim panel tool, and you want to pry up the center. And then you want to get under the base as well and pop that out. You want to do that with all of them until this is loose. Go ahead and set your panel aside. Now you don't necessarily have to do all of what I'm getting ready to do. My hands are just too big to get down in here. I'm going to take this bolt out, loosen this one, and slide this rod to the side, and loosen my battery and slide it out just a little bit so that I'm able to get down in there. You may be able to fit your hand in there if you just loosen the battery and slide it to the side, but I can't. If you're going to do it this way, 10mm socket. Once you get enough room, this top one's going to be your low beams, the bottom one is going to be your high beams. We're going to be replacing the low beams. So this cap right here, what you're going to do is you're going to turn it counterclockwise, just a quarter turn, and you'll be able to pop it out. Once you got your cap removed, you're going to reach down right in here, and you can either disconnect it down there, the wire for the plug is not real long, disconnect it there and then twist the bulb and take it out, or you can pull it out and try to disconnect the wiring from that. There's a black tab right down here. You push that, you can slide this off. Once you got it unplugged, simply twist the light, the bulb, and pull it out. We'll take our new one. Make sure you don't touch the bulb itself with your fingers. And it's going to go right into place where you removed your old one. Simply slide it in and then twist it to lock it into place. You're going to plug the two ends together. So on your light, you're going to plug it like this, plug it into your factory wiring, and then you're going to tuck it inside the housing for the light itself. So as I mentioned, once you get it plugged in, go ahead and take all the wiring and shove it down inside the housing for the light, and then you can reinstall your cap. So when you put your cap back on, if you get confused on how you pulled it out, there's a little arrow on here that says down. So when you put it back on, make sure that arrow is facing down. You're just going to turn it and you're going to the opposite way the way you took it off. Once you get the light installed, you get your cap back on, go ahead and get everything back in place the way in reverse order from the way you took it off. You took the bar off, go ahead and reinstall that, get your battery back in place and secured down, and then move over to the passenger side and get that one installed. I'm actually going to explain how to do that one as well. It's very easy. I'll go ahead and explain that to you now. For your passenger side, you're going to disconnect this wiring. So just pull up this red tab, pull the wiring off, take a flathead screwdriver or a socket. You're going to loosen this clamp, pull this hose off of the air box, and your box has little rubber feet or pegs that go down in 3 spots on a plate. You're just going to simply pull up and disconnect those, pull it up, set it aside, You got a little panel right here with a few just pushman fasteners. Pop that loose and that'll give you access to the back of this light on the passenger side. Now that we've got both lights installed, we're ready to go. It's going to do it for a look at installation of the Sylvania LED lights on a 2017 Chevy Silverado 2500.